The train the trainer programs that we have, I think they're not particularly innovative, but most homes will rely a lot on online training. And there is a place for that. You know, there are certain box ticking things that you can do. But when you're thinking about people, you need to really be in a situation where you can have a dialogue with other people. So we do, for example, adult support and protection training. Everyone has to do it, it's a legal requirement, but most places it's online and just tick a few boxes. But what if you've got a question about something you're not sure about? So by having conversation with each other and also with somebody leading that training, you can help to develop people more. You can also look at specific issues they might have. This is a really good way of checking that somebody has learnt something, and you've got the comeback, you've got the questions of, well, what if this happened, or what about this particular person? Because it's all done on site, we have that confidentiality agreement, so we can all have discussions. And it does seem that it's really made a difference to the actual caregiving, because people have a much better understanding of the care that they're providing because they have the knowledge that goes with that. So I'm guessing from our point of view, that's what really sets us apart. It's a big investment for the company, but it isn't just about ticking legal boxes. It's about looking at the person's individual development. It's about helping them to, sort of better themselves within the company, and in some cases leaving the company but to go off to do additional training, nursing training. That's very common for a lot of our carers to do. We had one girl who was a domestic, who started as a domestic. She went on to be a carer. She went off to do a nursing. She's now a qualified nurse. Another girl who did the same, but she's come back to work here. So for me, people that are motivated, want to learn and want to develop are going to give a much, much better quality of care. We go over and above what we have to do. And I think that's one of the things, again, that we take on board. It's not just about, well, we've done fire removing and handling, which are the kind of minimum requirements. We go above that, so we do a lot of dementia training, dementia development. At any one point, about 60 to 80% of our residents will have a diagnosis of dementia. So what we can do is we can spend time developing the staff in that particular area. And again, that takes a lot of time to do, but it does mean that all the staff, and that's every single one of the staff here, has an understanding of dementia. So if somebody is admitted and has a diagnosis of dementia, at least they know that everyone, whether that's the chef in the kitchen, whether it's the maintenance man, or whether it's the actual nurse or carer giving the care, everyone has a really good understanding of that, which means that the care that we can provide is a lot more person-centred. A huge amount of our training focuses on how important it is to be person-centred. It's about, well, this care for this person is important, but actually this care for this person is different. But they've got the same diagnosis. It doesn't matter. They're very, very different. So from induction through to all of the mandatory training, through to the optional training, that's one of the really big things that we focus on, as do a lot of care homes, but I think it's something we do particularly well. In addition, from the dementia side of things, although we do training and I receive training to give, we do a lot of support for the families as well. We've got a dementia library, and we also basically say to people if they want to come in and just have a chat, because some people just don't understand what's perhaps happening to the person that they know and love. They don't understand that there's a change in their personality or change in the way they're presenting or what they can do. So having a chance to talk to a healthcare professional on a really relaxed, informal basis about the person that matters to them is invaluable to a lot of people. We've actually recently worked with Alzheimer's Scotland developing a programme for carers to help support relatives of people with dementia. And again, they're things that are over and above what we would require to do. We have been involved in various other sort of research projects, one of which was with Playlists for Life, which is really taking music as the starting point and developing something specific for an individual that will perhaps help calm them down or maybe evoke memories. I'm sure Marion from Social and Leisure would have mentioned that as well, because it's such a big, important and exciting project. And again, it's just about making somebody feel valued, making them feel unique, making them feel like them. And for the family, it's really important because suddenly you've got an insight into somebody and you've got a shared memory that perhaps you haven't had for years. And for us, that's a real positive, that's a really good thing and makes that person feel so much better.